watch it regardless.
How many people do you treat like a millionaire? Not many? Me neither. That's what I've been trying to work on more, treating everybody like a millionaire, giving them the time of the day, speaking to them, listening to what they have to say, and it's just like, when you actually listen to people, because I know you do the exact same thing I do, you know, things just become white noise, you're talking to someone, but you never really listen to them, and then when you actually start treating them like $1 million, you look them in the eyes, you nod your head, you listen to them, you start to realise that, like, you know, people just like react better to you, and you're going to become a better person. And this isn't like subtle manipulation, this is actually just becoming a better person in general. So that's what I've been working on this morning, not just with my clients, but also people who, you know, like, who I say don't value my time, but like, you know, just people in general who I talk to, have a conversation on the street or anything like that, like, just give them the time of day, have a chat, and treat them like $1 million, and people are going to respect you too, people are going to like you more. That's just my little morning thoughts after my training my clients, my workout, and then reading. But it's actually funny, because I was just reading this productivity book, how he talks about how your time is so important, and it's so true, and you've got to learn to value your time more. And what we actually do is, a lot of us, we say we don't have enough time, but we won't admit where we're not having enough time, right? Like, so for example, if you watch TV and you sit on your ass, that you say you don't have enough time for exercise, but yet you use that time to sit on your ass, right? And so you're not being productive with that time. But you could go and do cardio on the treadmill and watch. But will you? That's the question, because it's not that you don't have enough time, it's when you're actually told, okay, here's where you are wasting your time and here's how you can use it. People are like, oh shit, like once we get pulled into knowing where we're wasting our time, we don't really want to change it because it's hard. And that's the same thing as me at the moment. Like, I know I waste time walking in the park and just chilling out. I'm like, I need more time during the day, but I'll dedicate time to that. And then when people bring up, they're like, well, you're actually wasting time doing this. It's like, oh yeah, I am. And am I willing to change it? Well, that's what you've got to be prepared to do, is actually change your habits and say, okay, I am going to need to change this right now. So it's just, it's cool, like, just thinking about that, where we actually waste our time, and knowing that once you are presented with where you're wasting it, you've got to make the decision, should you do something better with it. I am going to the grocery store again to go and do some shopping right now, to actually see if I won't drop anything this time. So I'll speak to you soon. I think I've got to start setting myself rules about what time I am cutting off from my clients, because at the end of the day, if I'm working way too late, it's just ruining my sleep, and it's not the best thing for me. So it's just kind of a little bit of thinking at the moment, like, how am I going to go about this? Like, what are the rules that I'm going to set for myself to say, okay, this is the time I'm no longer working past, and that's the end of that. Because at the end of the day, I can't help my clients if I'm tired and feeling lethargic and stuff all the time. It's actually good. I just got off a phone call with my friend Josh, who I haven't talked to in ages. Good to speak to you, buddy. So it's good for that. And yeah, that's me done for another night, guys. I know it hasn't been too exciting today, but I just keep looking at this beard. Look at it. It just gets dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be getting my body fat scanned. And in the past, I've done it all on an empty stomach. And now I'm trying to think about whether I want to do it on an empty stomach again or not, because not until 10:30. I'm like, do I really want to fast for that long? But I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Not much else to say, really. I'm not sure if I'm going to end this here. Well, I am, but I'm not sure I'm going to come last tomorrow, or I'm just going to end it. But either way, I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. A nice and early cold morning here. I am on the way to work. I thought I'd do a quick video update, because I've had 4 cancellations this morning, so I've only got 1 client, which kind of sucks, because I wanted to train a lot of them today, so I have to wait till tonight to train the rest of them. And now I've got a little bit of free time, so I'm like, what am I going to do with my free time? And I always have that struggle when I do have free time. I'm like, shit, what am I actually going to do with it? Because I find out, like I said, I don't wind up wasting it. So I'm coming in to do a little bit of reading this morning, because I've been looking at people's morning routines, and I've been changing mine up a little bit to make it a little bit more healthier. And so I'm going to do some walking and reading before I have my only client for the morning, go home and have a feed before I go get my body fat scan done. And it's actually funny, because I was thinking about going and try something different for like a food this morning, and I was like, no, I can't change it during the week, because I need to keep it consistent, and if I want to change something, I'll do it on the weekend, otherwise it'll just throw me out of whack, especially when it comes to food and meal prep and stuff like that. So I'm heading into the gym now, gonna do some walking and reading, gonna keep you guys updated soon. Hope you're having a great Friday. Fuck, it's cold. going on, guys? I'm coming out of the Measure Up building. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's going to be up above me. Let's see if we can get out here and have a look. Just up there was where I was, and that was doing my body fat scan. So I just got that done, and I'm not very happy at the moment because I found out I put on weight, but I put on a lot more fat mass too. So more fat mass than I wanted, and so this just kind of makes me look at my approach when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to my training, like what I've actually got to do to increase it and make it better, because I did put on a little bit of fat mass and I've lost a little bit of muscle mass too. But I did gain some muscle mass. So I gained some, I lost some, I didn't gain as much muscle mass as I wanted to, and I gained some fat mass too along the way, and a little bit more than I wanted to. So now I've got to go back and just kind of reevaluate with my coach and see where we're going to go now, because we need to start taking some action so I can be doing the right thing, because I don't want to be just putting on all mostly fat and not a lot of muscle mass too. So it's going to be a little bit of experimenting there, but tell you what, at the end of the day, it's good to actually have these numbers to see, okay, this is what I need to fix up now, and at least I know. So I guess that's the update. And then I think the thing is too that I've gone from 8% to 12%, so that was a bit of a change in regards to body fat, because I think I was just too low at that 8%, so being able to bump it back up has been really good too. So I'm going to reevaluate with my coach Tony, see how we go, and now I've got my coffee and I'm going to have a really solid workout. So speak to you soon. So it is the end of the day, and I just thought I'd share with you guys, like after talking to you this morning, I went and had a cardio session, then I went and talked to some other trainers, and I also talked to my own trainer about the results I got. And at the end of the day, the results, they're just been skewed, which is, I kind of knew they were skewed, like I knew they weren't the actual right results, and I knew there was an error, but like it's so good when I had other people to confirm, because I thought, I was in my head, I was like, what the hell's been going on? How did I manage to gain fat and not gain enough muscle? And everyone's like, no, like you look at your body, you look at the changes you made, and you look at like what's actually been happening and your measurements, it's not actually fat mass. So I kind of knew it, like I said, I knew it, but it's just good to have the feedback from somebody else to be there. And I know it's like a lot of people too, like you just need someone else there to kind of, what's the word called? Reaffirm what you think. And so it was a really hard day, to be honest with you. Like when I looked at that test, I'll show you guys the test, I'll put it up there, and it says like I gained 3 kilos of fat and no muscle, and I was like, what the hell, that is impossible. And at the end of the day, you can't always just rely on numbers. You've got to look at how you feel in the mirror, looking in the mirror, are you making strength gains, are you making progress, is your energy improving? Like if you're getting all those good things, but there's numbers that tell you something different, that does not mean you're on the wrong track. It could just mean that results are skewed, and this is exactly what's happened in my circumstances. So it was a little bit sad, I was a little bit pissed off, but having the guys reaffirm and just say, Tyson, like honestly, you know what you're doing, you've studied this shit, you know what's going on, like, and you're making progress, you look at your body, you look way better. It's just like, yeah. So it was a struggle, but I just thought I'd share with you guys because we all go through struggles sometimes. Alright, tomorrow I'm going to try a McDonald's coffee and a bagel for breakfast, because I'm going to try and go off an office employee's eating schedule for breakfast and see how my energy feels during the day. Speak to you then.